Welcome back to Mr. Scott Maths. In this video we're going to take a look at multiplying mixed numbers. Though if there are any other topics you'd like me to cover, please leave a comment down below and I'll get to that video as soon as I can. Also make sure to like and subscribe so that you don't miss any future videos. So in this video we're looking at multiplying mixed numbers. Well, what's a mixed number? Well, it's one of these types of numbers out here. So we've got 2 and 3/5. So what this means is we've got two whole ones and we've also got 3/5 added onto it. And we want to multiply it by another fraction, in this case is going to be 1/3. Well, to do this, we first of all want to turn our mixed number into a top-heavy fraction. That's going to be a fraction where our number on the top, our numerator, is going to be bigger than our number on the bottom, our denominator. So to do this, we need to think, well, that 2 means 2 whole ones. Well, 2 whole ones, that's going to be 2 lots of 5/5. So on the top, we can do 2 multiplied by 5. And we'd add on 3 because that's the numerator we've already got. And it's all going to be over the same denominator of 5 and multiplied by 1/3, of course. So 2 multiplied by 5, add 3. Well, 2 times 5 is 10. Add 3, we'd get 13. So our top-heavy fraction for 2 and 3/5 would be 13 over 5. And again, we're going to be multiplying by 1/3. Well, now we've just got a multiplying fractions question. 13 over 5 times 1 over 3. And when we're multiplying fractions, we just need to multiply our two numerators together and multiply our two denominators together. So let's do that. 13 times 1 for our numerators, well, that's going to give us 13. 5 times 3 for our denominators, that's going to give us 15. So the answer we get for this question is 13 over 15. Now let's take a look at another example. This time we have 3 and 2/3 multiplied by 3/4. So of course this means 3 whole ones and 2/3 multiplied by 3/4. Well, let's first of all turn this 3 and 2/3 into a top-heavy fraction. So we've got 3 whole ones. Well, each of those whole ones are going to be 3/3. So we can do 3 multiplied by 3 on the top. And we add on this 2 that we've already got. And it's all going to be over the same denominator of 3. And it's multiplied by 3/4. Well, 3 times 3 gives us 9. Add another 2, we'd get 11. So our top-heavy fraction will be 11 over 3. And it's still multiplied by 3/4. Well, now we're just multiplying fractions again. So 11 multiplied by 3 will give us 33. And 3 multiplied by 4 will give us 12. We'll see this time we've ended up with an improper fraction, a top-heavy fraction, as our answer. Well, what we can do is we can turn it back into a mixed number by thinking, well, what's 33 divided by 12 going to give us? And 33 divided by 12, that's going to give us 2 whole ones and 9 left over. So we get 2 and 9 twelfths. And we could simplify 9 twelfths down to 3/4. So we could end up with 2 and 3/4 for our final answer. In this example, you notice we've got two mixed numbers that we need to multiply together. We've got 1 and 1/4 multiplied by 2 1/2. So let's turn both of these mixed numbers into top-heavy fractions. First of all, this 1 1/4, well, that's one whole lot of 4/4. So we can have 1 multiplied by 4 and then add on the extra 1 that we've already got, all over our original denominator of 4. And then this 2 1/2, well, that's 2 whole lots of 2/2. So it's going to be 2 multiplied by 2 on the top, add on this 1 that we've already got, all over our original denominator of 2. Well, 1 multiplied by 4 is just going to give us 4, and we add 1, so that's going to become 5 over 4. And this one here, 2 multiplied by 2 gives us 4. Add 1, we're going to get 5 again, this time over 2. Okay, now we're just multiplying fractions, so 5 over 4 multiplied by 5 over 2. Well, let's multiply our two numerators together. 5 times 5 gives us 25. 4 times 2 gives us 8. So we get 25 over 8. And we can then turn this into a mixed number again. If we think, what's 25 divided by 8 going to give us? Well, that's going to give us 3 whole ones with 1 left over. So we'd end up with 3 and 1/8 is our answer. Okay, now here's going to be a couple of examples for you to have a go at. So this first one is 4 3/5 multiplied by 3/4. If you just want to pause the video for a moment, have a go at this question, and I'll go through it in just a second. Okay, so in this one, our mixed number, 4 3/5, we want to turn that into a top-heavy fraction. So this means we've got 4 whole ones, so that's 4 lots of 5/5. So we can do 4 multiplied by 5, and then add the 3 that we've already got. And it'll be all over the 5 that we've got originally in our denominator, and multiplied by 3/4. Well, 4 times 5 gives us 20, and add 3, that would give us 23 over 5, multiplied by 3/4. Well, 23 times 3, that's going to give us 69. And it's going to be over 5 times 4, which is 20. And we can then turn this one into a mixed number by thinking, well, what's 69 divided by 20 going to give us? Well, it's going to be 3 whole 20s with 9 left over. So we get an answer of 3 9/20 as a mixed number. Now here's one more question for you to have a go at. This one here, we've got 2 numbers that are mixed numbers that we're multiplying together. So we've got to turn both of those into top-heavy fractions. And it's going to be 2.5 times 3 1/4. So if you just want to pause the video for a moment, have a go at this one, and I'll go through it in a moment. Okay, so let's first of all turn both of these mixed numbers into top-heavy fractions. So 2.5, well, that's 2 whole ones, 2 lots of 2 halves. So 2 multiplied by 2, and add 1. All over our original denominator of 2. And then 3 1/4, well, that's 3 whole ones, 3 lots of 4/4. So 3 multiplied by 4, and then add the 1 that we've already got, all over 4. Well, 2 times 2, that gives us 4. Add 1 gives us 5, so 5 over 2. And 3 times 4 gives us 12. Add 1 gives us 13, all over 4. Well, now we're just multiplying 2 fractions together. So we've got to multiply our numerators, multiply our denominators. 5 times 13 gives us 65. 2 times 4 gives us 8. And then 65 over 8, we could turn that into a mixed number. Well, how many 8's going to 65? That's going to be 8 of them. And we've got 1 left over. So we get a final answer as a mixed number of 8 1/8. Make sure to like and subscribe for more maths videos.